everyone, welcome to a special episode of Unlock the Bar with Martell Noblige. If you don't already know me from Season 3, I'm Anjoe Koh and I will be your host today. When I say special, I mean it. In today's episode, we'll be featuring Martell global mixologist Remy and Jon Lee of Penrose. Together, we will create cocktail infused with cold brew coffee. In this episode, we will showcase not one, but two exclusive cocktails. So stay tuned until the very end. Now let's begin the adventure off the pub to meet Remy and Jon. We are now at Pulp, APW Bangsar. Joining me are Remy, Martell global mixologist, and Jon, the founder of Penrose. So guys, who are we meeting today?
Today we're here to meet Levi. Levi is going to take us through the coffee and the best method of extracting this coffee in order to pair it with Martell Noblige.
Awesome. So Levi is going to inspire us to make a Noblige cocktail with coffee, is that right?
Yes, it is. So again, I love integrating coffee into my cocktails, and I think Levi will show us the right way to get it done.
Awesome.
So, let's head in.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Right.
This is Levi from Pulp. So Levi, can you walk us through the journey of cold brew, please?
Today we're going to use this coffee. It's from Ethiopia. We call it Suke Kuto. It's the most famous coffee that we use so many years. It tastes very good. You can extract with different kind of method, either with espresso, with a hot filter, or even with cold brew. This is what we're going to taste today.
I noticed that we have 3 glasses in front of us each. So what's the difference?
Alright, so there are 3 different recipes, 3 different kind of ratio. Like one is 1 to 10, one is 1 to 5, and then last one is 1 to 2. So the grind size is all same, and also the temperature is same, and then the water is the only different. Yeah, kind of the total volume. So are you ready to drink?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to start with the easiest one, which is 1 to 10. This is the normal ratio that we use even for our cold brew bottle.
Nice. Very umami, actually. Nice and oily as well.
Like a fruity taste.
Yeah, you still taste the fruitiness.
Fruity, quite floral as well. I think it's very, and it's nice because it's different when you breathe it out as well. It's quite, it's very beautiful.
Yeah, and it's not too acidic as well, you know, compared to something like that's hot. So cold brew is easier to drink.
Is this what you say would the difference would be between a hot extraction? You'd say you get more acidity and bitterness?
Yeah, more acidity and more bitterness. Everything is like more intense.
Okay.
Yeah, compared to a cold brew.
Oh, did you know that?
Yeah. Let's try the second ratio, which is a 1 to 5. That's a bit more concentrate.
A little bit more tanginess.
Yeah, correct. A bit more thicker as well. More creamier than the first one. Same coffee.
Yeah.
Slightly different flavor.
It's so interesting because, yeah, it's just, you shouldn't change the flavor so much, but it's really interesting. Okay.
Now you're ready to drink the last one. So the last one is a 1 to 2 ratio. It's the most concentrated brewing.
Ooh.
It's very intense.
Yeah, very intense.
You can taste every flavor. So even with this concentrate, it's so easy to make other drinks with it.
And it's true that he has that texture. He also has that that umami. That's like almost. It almost tastes like a
rich.
sauce. Really
For me,
awesome.
it almost tastes like an espresso.
Yeah,
Like
very
the cold
close to
version
espresso.
one, the
Yeah,
cold
because
version.
it's actually the same ratio for espresso.
Oh,
So
okay.
espressos are made with a 1 to 2 ratio.
Oh, so I'm guessing it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
So I hope you guys are inspired. So what kind of cocktail are you going to make with Martell Noblige with this cold brew?
I think we're definitely inspired, but to find out, we have to go to Penrose. So shall we?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
let's do it.
We are now in Penrose, one of the most exciting bars in KL. Beside me is Remy and Jon. Together, we're going to look into a special ingredient, cold brew, and of course, what's going on in Remy and Jon's mind. So let's start with you first, Remy. What inspired you?
I think, well, this morning we've been able to explore a little bit the world of coffee, and looking into it, you can see that one single ingredient can have just such a variety of flavors. And what I'm going to try and do today is to simply use Martell Noblige and the cold brew coffee that we tried today. I'm just going to twist a little bit the technique and perhaps try and use coconut as a linking agent. But it'll be just cognac and coffee today.
It sounds so delicious. I can't wait to try.
Thank you.
So how about you, Jon?
I think what Remy said about the coffee is true. It is very complex. I got a lot of umami notes from it. So we're doing something along the lines of coffee as a linking agent as well. I think coconut's beautiful for it. But what we're doing is something more citrusy. We're adding a bit of dashi and lemongrass to the cocktail.
Wow, I already can visualize both cocktails in my head. So, who's gonna start?
Right, Remy, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ah.
Together. Let's do it. Amazing.
Let's start!
So Remy, run me through your drink. What are you making today?
But as I said, I think it's going to be the world's easiest drink. It's a fun thing to look into the way we incorporate coffee in drinks and what we've learned today about the cold brew method. I love the fact that the idea is that the coffee itself is fully in contact with the water, right? But when we incorporate coffee in cocktails, oftentimes we're going to have a spirit base to which we add coffee. My thinking with this one is just to try and have everything working as a whole and everything interacting with coffee. So, Martell Noblige, I am then going to do just a touch of sugar, and then again, just using the fat from the coconut water to bind the liquids together. Now, the cool part is use this kind of machine. So, there's a 4 ingredient. It is patience. Oof. Those. So we're going to do up about 20 grams, so that would be the equivalent of a heavy double shot of espresso. We just grinded the coffee, but it's mad how you get these like white flower, peach, which are flavors that you do get from Martell in general, and I guess it also, like in Noblige, is very present. And then the idea is very simple. With this little machine, what you do is I'm going to pour my whole mix in there. The cocktail itself is going to go to the coffee, and it's just going to come out completely clear.
And how long does that usually take?
It depends of many factors. The amount of coffee you put, the atmospheric pressure, I'm sure has something to play with it. In this particular case, I think that in the next maybe half an hour, we should be ready. Is half an hour enough for you to make your drink? Or?
I'll try. It's a short time for that. So what we're doing is something more light, refreshing. Again, I think coconut's a very good carrier of flavor for coffee. It really does give a body. So we'll start off with Noblige, and then we're going to continue with a little bit of our cold brew. Right, so this is a 1:5 ratio.
Okay. So that's 1 coffee, 5 water.
Correct. So you get a lot more of those very umami notes.
Yeah.
Lemongrass infused Noblige. So we're just going to have a bit more of that citrusy notes that you get. And because it's quite umami, I think dashi, bitters, is quite nice for this. And essentially it's just vodka infused with dashi. Same thing, we do another 60 ml of coconut water. So add a bit of simple syrup. So now we're going to chill this down, and then we're going to carbonate it. And then we'll let Anjoe try it and see who wins.
Is there a winner and a loser?
I don't know, I'm just making it up, man.
Now our process is over here, so you can see all the liquid has gone through. You see the color is very dark, very powerful. I think that the infusion through this method, we get as much of the delicate kind of floral note from the coffee. Cognac and coffee.
So now that it's carbonated, it expresses a lot more flavor. Nice golden color, almost like the desert. And then we add in, just for aroma, a lime coin. And this is a cocktail that we call Verduras Dune, which means green and dry.
It can smell like very aromatic coffee scents. Ooh, very smooth. And I can taste the aftertaste of fruitiness, something like an apricot, and blended so well with the Martell Noblige. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it. So refreshing, very citrusy, something like I really love. Although they are both same core ingredient, which is the Martell Noblige and also the cold brew coffee, but then it gives totally different taste, and I love it. I love this as well. Who knew the multi-dimensional layers of Martell Noblige and the light and fragrance components of the cold brew coffee can form something so intricate? Well done, gentlemen.
Cheers, cheers. Guys, I hope you had a very good time in Kuala Lumpur and trying the bars and the coffees and the visits. So, cheers to Mr. Remy.
All the love to Martell Noblige and cold brew coffee.
Yes, exactly.
To myself.